Today we are going to start the new topic, that is redox reaction. That is the fifth point of types of reactions, that is also known as oxidation reduction reaction. The reaction in which the oxidation and reduction takes place simultaneously, means side by side, are called redox reactions. In redox reactions, one substance is oxidized and other is reduced. One is oxidized and other is reduced. First of all, how to know that the reduction or oxidation is taking place? Simply, when there is addition of oxygen in any substance, then we say it is oxidation. The substance is being oxidized. When there is removal of oxygen, we say that the substance is reduced. Clear? Now the second point, removal of hydrogen, oxidation. Addition of hydrogen is taking place, it means it is reduction. Now loss of electron. If there is a loss of electron, any substance is losing electron, it means oxidation is taking place, that substance is being oxidized. Gain of electron, if someone is losing electron, other will accept electron. If the other substance is accepting electron, it means it is gaining electron, the reduction is taking place and the substance is being reduced. This is, if oxidation and reduction is taking place, the point comes, which one is oxidizing agent or which one is reducing agent. Oxidizing agent, it is a substance which itself get reduced, means the substance which is reduced is oxidized. Take it, oxidizing agent. The substance which is reduced is oxidizing agent. Here see this one, it is a substance which itself get reduced but oxidizes the other substance by adding oxygen to other substance, removing hydrogen from other substance and gaining electron from other substance, is called oxidizing agent. Same way, reducing agents, it is a substance which itself gets oxidized, but reduces the other substance, how? By adding hydrogen to other substance, removing oxygen from other substance and donating electron. Here we have written gaining electron, so in this case we will say that donating electron to other substance. For example, suppose we have taken copper reacting with oxygen. The heat is given, copper oxide is being formed. You see, copper oxide is being formed. It means that in copper oxygen is added. Addition of oxygen we have written. Addition of oxygen, we have studied that it is oxidation. Same way, you see here two atoms of oxygen present in this one, and here one atom of oxygen only in copper oxide. We don't have to consider this one. One atom of oxygen is present here. Any removal of oxygen is taken place here. Removal of oxygen, we have discussed that removal of oxygen is reduction. So copper is oxidized substance. Why it is oxidized substance? Because oxygen is being added to this one. Oxidizing agent, oxygen. Why oxygen is oxidizing agent? Because it is providing oxygen to this copper, for its oxidation. It is being reduced. We have discussed that oxidizing in the same way, reduced substance, oxygen is being reduced, removal of oxygen has taken place. Oxygen reduced substance. Why? How it is being reduced? Due to copper. If there were no copper, how where the oxygen atom goes? So copper is responsible for the reduction of this oxygen. Therefore copper is reducing agent in this case. One more example we are going to take, H2S plus Cl2. Here the case of oxygen we have taken. Now here we are going to take the case of hydrogen. H2S plus Cl2, hydrogen sulfide gas when reacts with chlorine gives hydrogen chloride gas plus sulfur. H2S, see here, sulfur, yani hydrogen is being removed from this hydrogen sulfide. Removal of hydrogen is oxidation, we have discussed earlier. Chlorine, Cl2, Cl, addition of hydrogen, HCl is being formed here. You can see clearly addition of hydrogen has taken place. Addition of hydrogen means reduction. Now see here H2S, removal of hydrogen. Oxidation means oxidized substance, H2S. Oxidizing agent, Cl2. Of course it is Cl2. Why? Because it is providing the H2S to give sulfur to this chlorine, HCl. Here what happens, oxidizing agent is Cl2. Reduced substance is Cl2. Reduced substance is Cl2. Addition of hydrogen is taking place here. Therefore it is reduced substance. From where it is getting a hydrogen? It's getting hydrogen from H2S. Therefore H2S is responsible for the reduction of chlorine. Therefore reducing agent is H2S. Reducing agent is H2S. Now zinc oxide plus carbon gives zinc plus carbon monoxide. One more example in terms of loss or gain of electron. See here zinc oxide, you simply know oxygen valency is 2 minus, therefore it means 2 plus it will be zinc. Carbon, in its atomic state its valency is 0, considered to be 0. See here atomic or molecular state, in both the cases the atoms or molecules here in zinc atom is being formed here, 2 plus charge. Now here it becomes 0. In atomic state its valency is considered to be 0. 2 plus means it is deficient in electron. It is deficient in electron. Therefore what happens, it gains electron and becomes neutral here. It becomes neutral and gain of electron is taking place here. That is reduction. Now see in the case of carbon monoxide is being formed. Same way oxygen 2 minus, carbon will become here 2 plus. What is this? Neutral, 0. 2 plus means loss of electron, deficiency of electron has taken place here. It has lost 2 electrons. The loss of electron, oxidation. Same way oxidized substance is carbon here, loss of electron has taken place, oxidized substance. Oxidizing agent zinc oxide, because oxygen is being provided here, or you can say simply that loss of electron has taken place. Reduced substance, zinc oxide is reduced substance. Now reducing agent is carbon here. Very simple one. Now one more example, manganese oxide reacts with hydrochloric acid to give manganese chloride plus chlorine plus water. See MnO2, MnCl2. Gain of electron or removal of oxygen, reduction. Gain of electron or removal of oxygen, both are here. You can see this is reduction. HCl, Cl2, loss of electron or removal of hydrogen here, that is oxidation. Oxidized substance, same way HCl, oxidizing agent MnO2, reduced substance as MnO2, and reducing agent HCl. Same way some more examples are here. You can see this one, copper plus silver nitrate, copper nitrate plus silver. Same way iron oxide plus aluminium, iron plus aluminum oxide, that is also called aluminothermy reaction. Now you see this one, in this case Fe2O3 plus 2Al, Fe2O3 Fe, oxygen, removal of oxygen has taken place, reduction, aluminium oxide or addition of oxygen has taken place, that is oxidation. Same way we have written here. This is the redox reaction. Reduction and oxidation both are taking place simultaneously in this one, therefore it is also called redox reaction. Now the new topic is effect of oxidation in reaction in everyday life. What is the effect of oxidation reaction in everyday life? The damaging effect of oxidation on the metals is studied as corrosion, and that on food is studied as rancidity. Damaging effect of oxidation on metals is studied as corrosion, and that on food is studied as rancidity. What is corrosion? Eating up of metals on the surface of metals due to attack of atmospheric gases is known as corrosion. Eating up of metals means destroying itself on the surface of metals due to attack of atmospheric gases, moisture and oxygen here is known as corrosion. For example, corrosion of iron, that is also called rusting. When an iron object is left in the moist air for a long time, I've said moist air. Moist means water vapors are also present, and for air we say that oxygen is there. Means water vapor and oxygen both are present. For a long time, its surface is covered with a brown flaky stands for non-sticky, that falls down substance are called rust. Substance that is called rust, that is called corrosion or rusting of iron. Corrosion of iron, or simply we can say rusting. Iron reaction: oxygen from air, moisture from air or atmosphere, whatever you say, moist air, this is called moist air, combines to form hydrated ferric oxide Fe2O3.X. X means number of water vapors or water molecules. Here also we have taken 2x molecules to balance the reaction. It is X as molecules of water vapors, or simply water we can say. That is rust. The formula of rust. This is called rusting. Prevention of rusting. Rusting can be prevented by painting of iron objects, greasing and oiling of iron objects, galvanization. It is a coating of surface of iron objects with a thin layer of zinc, that is called galvanization. Painting, greasing, galvanization, these are the methods to prevent rusting. Corrosion of copper. One more example here. Corrosion: when a copper object is left in moist air for a long time, then its surface is covered with green coating of basic copper carbonate. Why it is known as basic? Because OH group is present in this one, copper hydroxide is present here, therefore it is basic copper carbonate. See here, copper, carbon dioxide and oxygen from air and water molecules or the water vapors present in the air, that is called moist air. This combines and gives basic copper carbonate. This is of green color. You all have seen this on your battery connectors. Now, corrosion of silver. Corrosion of silver: when a silver object is kept in air for a long time, its surface is covered with a coating of black silver sulfide. You all have seen the jewelries of made from silver. In starting they are very shiny, but after few days they become dull. What happens there? Silver, the H2S, hydrogen sulfide gas from air, forms a coat over that silver metal, that forms silver sulfide, that is black in color, and the hydrogen gas is liberated there. This coating of silver sulfide is the reason for the blackening or the being dull of the silver jewelries or the ornaments. This is called corrosion of silver. Now, rancidity: when fats and oils in the food are oxidized, their smell and taste changes and they become rancid. This phenomena is called rancidity. When fats and oils in food are oxidized, their smell and taste changes and they become rancid. This phenomena is called rancidity. How we can prevent the rancidity? By keeping foods in refrigerator. What happens there in refrigerator? In refrigerator, temperature lowers down, and due to low temperature the rate of oxidation decreases. Storing foods in airtight containers. such that no more air can move into the container and spoil the foods. Storing foods away from light, packaging fat and oil containing foods in nitrogen gas. Nitrogen gas is also known as noble gas or the neutral gas because it does not react easily with any other substances. Adding antioxidants, reducing agents like BHA, butylated hydroxyanisole, and BHT, butylated hydroxytoluene, to foods containing fats and oils. These are some methods of prevention. The food items made in oil and fats when from rancidity. Here we complete this chapter. Now we will start new chapter in next lecture.